Technology includes hardware, software, or people which are significant to transfer input output. So while designing MCS, they require attention to these contingent factors. Recon has different product categories offering different business solutions to clients. Based on customers' preferences, they offer subscriptions or software and after sales problem involve situation-based problem solving. Hence, their product or services are low standardized and highly differentiated, which mean low task analyzability and high variability. As they require special responses and support, it indicates complexity and presence of high interdependency as well. This high task uncertainty will affect our design performance. For example, if tasks involve complexity and are uncertain, then for customer service team, it may not be possible to close case timely. Statistics of a client service team may not be good, and this may affect KPI of other teams as well, such as sales target and employee hired by HR teams may not be good. So however, we design personal control to hire staffs based on pre-work experiences in high answering tasks, and adequate training will be provided to handle complex situations. And job is designed in a way to enhance flexible communications, collaborations between teams as well. Besides, their existing flat culture and less bureaucracy will ensure no problem arise from high interdependency. Hence, task uncertainty and complexity may affect our design result control, but personal and cultural control design will ensure success. And considering influence of technology, we propose less tightness in existing informal coordination and communication, and we will keep our design highly tight result control. Besides, they may require additional staffs, which will increase the hiring costs and salaries as well.
Now I will come up with the strategy that Recon is already following, based on which we designed our MCS. After a careful observation, we found that Recon is actually following the analyzer strategy. There are a few reasons behind that. They're having two main market domain, which is the business solution, which is a pretty stable one, and another one is the practice management, which is pretty dynamic. Despite of having these two market domain, there is still not that innovative if you compare with their competitor. And their efficiency level in terms of the product variability and the cost is pretty questionable. Their analysis strategy actually affecting all of the control of our MCS design, but the action control and the result control is mostly effective. The action control, behavioral constraint, to be more specific, the administrative control constraint is effective. They are actually having a single team for a single project. Instead of having that, they can actually allocate the project work and between among all of the departments. And the result control, we actually thought that they are pretty cost effective when we designed our MCS, but they after research on their strategy, we found that they are actually having the differentiation strategy. So they can't have the differentiation strategy and the cost effectiveness at the same point, but they're still having the cost effectiveness in terms of their small business product, which is the Recon one. So there is an increase of the tightness of the control as the employee responsiveness is increasing and the internal communication are increasing. In terms of the cost, they are having a direct cost in terms of software installment, software installation, and they are having some indirect costs as in terms of their new employee hiring for the new department and for the differentiation projects, and also the training of the existing and the new employees as well. Lastly, the reward. The reward is actually increasing the tightness of the result control.
Environmental uncertainties affecting Recon Limited. Firstly, we have turbulence, where competitors like Zero MIOB might come up with more developed and friendly solutions at lower costs. Clients might go for those solutions due to lower cost and upgraded solutions. Second, we have diversity, where Recon faces challenge of creating new products aligned with customer demands. Even being already diversified, they had to keep on researching for new products. For example, Recon is right now going for designing a new product called Better Clinics. And lastly, complexity, where Recon has to solve unwanted bugs, develop server strength and upgrade the system on a regular basis. Also has to apply new techniques in sales and after-sale client service. Effects on control. In result controls, software development team performance measures might change, demanding more customized software. HR team performance measures might require hiring more skilled personnel. For better software innovation, Recon might have to motivate employees with new incentive plans. Sales team might plan for new software setting targets. In action controls, teams will have to collaborate to test the effectiveness of software and provide feedback. Client service team will have to solve software installation queries and other setup related problems. In personal control, Recon might have to provide software and service related training. Control will get tighter due to top management asking for more desired results such as more targeted sales or innovation techniques. Performance measurement also will change, such as software upgradation, hiring of skilled personnel, more incentive plans provided for employee motivation such as employee of the month, recognition for creating a good software. Cost regarding controls would be mostly indirect. In result controls, there is a risk of employees coming up with wrong innovation techniques or unclear about sales targets. Action controls, customer query might get neglected due to customer service team trying to solve too many queries at a particular time. Personal controls, might has the risk of hiring wrong employees and provide inadequate training.
As per the corporate governance report of Recon Limited 2018, Recon actually possesses a flat organizational structure in order to allow a smooth flow of information and also to allow good engagement between the board and the management. As Recon has like different sorts of products for different customer segments, they're actually going for differentiated strategy, which allows them to have a decentralized structure. So it allows them to have a short chain of command, as well as because they are operating in a dynamic environment, especially in a technological sector. So it can also be stated that they are having an organic structure. So in this regard, high cooperation, communication, and getting things done is the most important priority. So for that, free flow of information is essential. The management control system designed by our team can be impacted by the organizational structure. To start with, the first impact will be on the results control. Our team has actually developed a performance dimension for different layers of management. However, as Recon is actually following a differentiation strategy, performance dimension should have been developed for each department rather than for each level of management. As with results control being tied, this can actually lead to behavioral displacement, as the members of the organization, such as employees, might not know what their role is. So it can lead to lack of commitment, which will eventually lead to negative attitudes. The next impact will be on action controls. Action accountability, which has been designed by our team, where we have stated that the managers expect their employees to serve the highest number of customers, can actually breach the concept of differentiation strategy. Also, high compliance can actually lead to more bureaucracy and non-adaptiveness, where we have given examples of dismissals and underperformance. So it can lead to behavioral displacement and negative attitudes because bureaucracy and attitude of managers can, in the long run, can cause irritation.